When Calls the Heart Season 12 has reached its emotional finale, and what a journey it's been. Episode 12 brought heartfelt moments, unexpected twists, and life-changing decisions for the residents of Hope Valley. Let's break down everything that happened in this unforgettable conclusion. Elizabeth cherished living near Rosemary and remaining in Hope Valley. She refused to leave when Lucas pursued a career in politics, but she had to make a difficult choice for little Jack's health. Watching her leave her home and those she loved was heartbreaking, but there was comfort in knowing that Nathan and Ally chose to go with her. Though not officially recognized, the four of them had formed a family, one that would stand by each other no matter what. The finale left off on a major cliffhanger as Elizabeth, Nathan, little Jack, and Ally departed Hope Valley. Their absence could pave the way for the return of a significant character from the When Calls the Heart universe. Following little Jack's diabetes diagnosis, the town had struggled to secure insulin, causing chaos. Finally, Faith's clinic joined the University of Toronto's insulin experiment, bringing hope and much-needed medication. By summer, little Jack had recovered and returned to playing baseball with Nathan, marking a hopeful turning point for the Thorntons. Meanwhile, the arrest of the garrison seemed to bring Bill's investigation into the stolen gold coins to a close. However, Rosemary's relentless curiosity wouldn't let her accept that the mystery was truly solved. She remained suspicious of Eddie Martell, who had inherited her Uncle Ernie's farm. While the case remained unfinished, life in Hope Valley continued. As the school year came to an end, Timmy, Angela, and Emo prepared to enter adulthood after studying under Elizabeth's guidance. Oliver, deeply involved in the garrison case, passed the Mountie test with honors, marking his transition from cadet to officer. However, despite his achievements, he showed little enthusiasm, something that worried both his teacher and mentor. Elizabeth had her own challenges to face. Charlotte, her mother-in-law, had recently opened a boarding house in Cape Fullerton and suggested that Elizabeth move there for little Jack's health. Fullerton had a more advanced medical clinic capable of handling experimental diabetes treatments, making it an enticing option. When little Jack's health suddenly declined, Elizabeth was forced to reconsider her decision to stay in Hope Valley. Throughout the season, Elizabeth and little Jack's story had become increasingly centered on his medical condition. In the early 1900s setting of the show, diabetes was still considered incurable. Fortunately, insulin research had just begun at the University of Toronto, giving little Jack access to life-saving treatment. However, transporting the medication to Hope Valley proved challenging. At first, the insulin worked well, but a shipment issue, likely caused by improper refrigeration, led to a dangerous setback. The faulty supply affected all trial participants, and little Jack fell into a coma due to a shortage of insulin. With no other option, Elizabeth decided to take him to Fullerton for emergency care. But this trip forced her to question whether staying in Hope Valley was truly best for her son. Despite her efforts to transform Faith's clinic into an experimental drug center, the reality was clear. Hope Valley lacked the necessary medical resources. Charlotte's letters had only reinforced this fact. As Elizabeth prepared to leave, she debated whether this was just a temporary trip or a permanent move for little Jack's well-being. At first, she planned to leave a letter for Nathan explaining her departure. She opened up about her internal conflict, her love for the community, her fears for little Jack, and her reluctance to pull Nathan and Ally away from their lives. But just as she was about to leave, Nathan arrived, unwilling to let her go alone. Determined to stand by her side, he chose to travel with Elizabeth and little Jack, with Ally joining them. To Nathan, they were already a family, even if not officially recognized. Though they left Hope Valley for now, their story wasn't over. Many unanswered questions remained, including Elizabeth's opportunity to present her curriculum to the school board. No matter how difficult their circumstances seemed, there was always hope that they would return to their true home. Meanwhile, the season-long mystery of the missing gold coins continued to unfold. Bill and Rosemary, determined to uncover the truth, worked together with their combined resourcefulness and determination. Rosemary wasn't satisfied until she saw the real gold coins, so she took matters into her own hands. Under the guise of reporting on Edie's new law practice, she subtly questioned her about the coins. During the conversation, Rosemary became interested in one of Ernie's old maps, uncovering intriguing details about his past. As a result, she, Bill, and Nathan followed the clues hidden within it. At the same time, Eddie sought help from her new ally, Lucas, who was also one of her clients. Like Rosemary, she suspected her Uncle Ernie had been involved in the gold coin theft. Determined to set things right, she searched through his belongings, hoping to locate the hidden treasure and turn it over to the authorities. Both sides ultimately solved the mystery at the same time. It turned out that Ernie had hidden the gold coins inside a long-forgotten wishing well. When the area was excavated, a trunk filled with gold was discovered. But there was more. Ernie had left a secret message in his map, revealing his true intentions. Upon overhearing the Garrisons discussing the stolen coins, he had retrieved the treasure and used it to support Eddie's future, financing her law education. The revelation was emotional, highlighting the deep connection between uncle and niece. However, Eddie had no desire to keep the treasure for herself. Unlike her uncle, she chose to return the gold, but she would still receive a finder's fee enough to help settle Ernie's outstanding debts. With her financial burdens lifted, it seemed she would be staying in Hope Valley for the foreseeable future. While others found resolution, Oliver continued to struggle. Unlike his classmates, he wasn't excited about graduating or stepping into adulthood. His actions suggested he was intentionally sabotaging his own future. His academic performance had suffered, and he was visibly unhappy despite excelling in his Mountie training. A deeper conversation with Elizabeth revealed the truth. Before coming to Hope Valley, Oliver had spent most of his life in foster care with little access to formal education. He had worked on a ranch, had no stable family, and his father had been absent while his mother was incarcerated. Hope Valley had given him something he had never known: a home, a mentor in Nathan, a teacher in Elizabeth, and a friend and ally. Possibly his feelings for Ally were even deeper than friendship. The thought of leaving all of this behind was too much. He wasn't ready to say goodbye. No. Understanding his struggles, Elizabeth confided in Nathan, who found a way to help. By pulling some strings, Nathan secured Oliver a position as a deputy under his command, allowing him to remain in Hope Valley while continuing his Mountie training. With that, Oliver's future became clearer. He would stay in town, deepening his connection to the people who would become his family. His presence in Hope Valley would only grow, and his relationship with Ally would likely play a key role in future stories. As the season ended, many questions remained. Would Elizabeth and Nathan return? What challenges awaited Oliver? And would the town's new discoveries reshape Hope Valley's future? One thing was certain: this journey was far from over. For more updates on When Calls the Heart and other stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Until next time.